Boon, thank you so much for joining us at Geneva Watch Days and for appearing on our little video segment talking about what's new at Quorum this year that you're launching at Geneva Watch Days. Now, I think some people in the audience have already guessed by judging by what we have on our wrists, but let's take it out there from the man himself. What's new from Quorum this year and what are we wearing that's so exciting?
Thank you, Suzanne. It's a pleasure for me to be also appearing on the World Tempers video for Geneva Watch Days. In fact, for us at Geneva Watch Days Quorum, who have been relatively quiet also over the last 6 months, we have been preparing for these days since a long time. What we are showing today is actually a couple of pieces that are really iconic from the collections, from the different collections of Quorum, but yet bring our own individual flair because we believe that watches are also a self-identity of the different persons wearing it.
Oh, absolutely.
So the Quorum timepiece that we are going to show today also is the Admiral's collection. So the Admiral's collection has always been known for sailing, the nautical pennants on the dial itself.
I guess we could say it's a real icon of Quorum in that sense. You know, everyone recognizes it.
Yes, it is. And actually since 1980, the collection was created in 1960, but in 1980 we decided to add in the elements of the nautical flags into it. So that was with color flags. But how do we further on in the future? Because we at Quorum, we always believe in one thing. What would Mr. Banvat do if he's still alive today?
Yeah, that's such a cool question to be asking yourself all the time, to kind of reconnect with the roots of the brand.
Yeah, and for us, it's also a matter of taking our DNA and moving towards the future.
Yes.
And moving towards the future is also towards self-identity. So with the first watch that I'm sharing here, it's actually the Admiral's 42mm Splash that I have on my wrist today. If you look at me, you know that I'm a fan of colors. So this splash is actually also a representative of myself with all the different rainbow colors on the different dial, on the dial itself, on the different flags. So it gives me a chance to also show off my individuality, but at the same time, representing also the DNA of the collection, the Admiral's collection with the colored flags represented in a different way.
Yes, and I noticed also that the watches have come in a new material for the collection actually. I could be wrong. Tell me, have we seen ceramic in the Admiral's collection of Quorum before, or is this kind of like a premiere for it?
Well, actually, this is the first time that we're actually using ceramic on the Admiral's collection. Ceramic, while it is not a brand new invented material, but we have never used it before because we have always been using the regular materials such steel, titanium, of course, and gold, and so on. But for the new direction of Quorum, what we want to do also is to bring in additional brand value. And how are we going to bring in value is also to try something that we have not done before. So it's not just a pure ceramic also, but we have done additional different finishings on the case itself, on the dial itself, on the bezel, and even on the case back with the roto as well. So this is the first time that we are using it, but at the same time, it's also, like I mentioned, taking the past and moving towards the future.
Honestly, I feel like the use of ceramic in this collection, it actually makes a lot of sense. It's not just new for the sake of being new, but it also brings a performance angle because obviously everyone knows that the heritage of the Admiral collection is in sailing. And ceramic is a very high performance material. It doesn't corrode, it's very sort of oxidation resistant, which is perfect when you're taking it out on the water. So I love that, like taking something that people really find so familiar about the brand and love about the brand, its iconic history, and bring it back in a fresh new way, and of course with that pop of color. There is a pop of color on this watch also, although it kind of seems like it's a full black watch, but we'll show you that in a second and show how this watch brings out its colors in an unexpected way.
Again, for us also, what we try to do also is to no longer be boring per se, because everybody is always trying to be conservative, traditional. Of course, watchmaking has been traditional for the last hundreds of years. But how again do we show off the individuality? That's number one. And through that also at Quorum, we have always been known to be doing creative things. Creativity, distinction, unique. Because everybody is unique. Why would you want to wear a watch that is not representative of yourself? Of course, you can choose to have that because that is important also. But at the same time, we feel that you can also be yourself at the same time.
Be expressive. I think that's what people really appreciate about the Quorum collection, such as the bubbles, such as the Golden Bridge. They're so different in terms of aesthetic and design and what they bring mechanically as well. But as you said, they allow you to express your individualism. And I think that's so cool. Boon, thank you so much for spending some time with us during Geneva Watch Days, even though I know you're super busy.
Thank you, Suzanne.
We'll see you another time.
All right, definitely. Thank you so much for the time.